power has a frequency. Some feel threatened when they hear it. Others recognize it as liberation. Milani was raised in its presence. Her world was never about yachts or photos on magazine covers. Her world was policy dinners, generational talks at the family estate, hushed whispers between old friends of her father's, whispers that shaped entire regions of the world, quietly, through investment, land deals, infrastructure decisions that never made it onto the news cycle. She grew up watching how real influence behaves, not through theatrics, but through quiet precision. Faith was always there too. Her mother spoke of God the way others speak of oxygen, as a constant, not as a reference point. And Milani absorbed that. Power and surrender, woven together, like two strands of silk twisted in a single thread. She built her company on that same duality. In one hand, she held mastery. In the other, she held devotion. And it worked. The company became known for results, not noise. It helped women of color get the kind of strategic leverage that normally remains locked behind billion-dollar glass and closed-door briefings. Her first partners benefited from this. She lifted them. She gave them access their resumes could never have generated. She saw potential in them. She opened doors. But they changed. Their loyalty turned inward. They treated her vision like an engine for their vanity. They tried to reshape the company into a throne room for themselves. Milani knew better than to wrestle over a seat. She simply removed the chairs. The company remained intact. The mission remained intact. The velocity remained intact. Milani never needed validation. She needed alignment. It is after this clean period of pruning that she meets Ruchi. It happens at a private dinner. Art collectors, capital managers, a handful of young innovators, a former senator quietly off duty. The room hums with the kind of intelligence that never demands attention, because brilliance speaks softly. Ruchi stands near the back, slim-cut slate suit, hair pinned in a low, simple knot. Her energy is steady. She radiates internal discipline, the kind that finishes everything it starts. She grew up Hindu, in a family that valued both scholarship and spiritual practice. She learned that the mind is a tool to be sharpened, and the heart is a compass to be honored. She listens to people the way great mathematicians listen to fractals, for pattern, not noise. When she speaks to Milani, their conversation locks into place immediately. There is no warm-up, no dance around ego, no search for common interest. They simply begin. Milani speaks about the work, the founders she is accelerating, the global strategy she is building for women to access power at scale, the doors she is quietly unlocking. Ruchi understands every word. She sees where the structure can scale. She sees what systems must be designed next. She sees impact as geometry, not aspiration. Milani recognizes her immediately. This is not a potential collaborator. This is a counterpart. They shake hands before dessert arrives. Their partnership is born. Within weeks, the atmosphere shifts. Women, serious women, begin reaching out. The kind of women who have mastered their craft in silence. The kind who have carried entire departments without ever being given their rightful title. Women who know how to fix in 5 minutes what men have broken for 5 years. They come by plane. They come by train. By quiet resignation letter. They arrive with portfolios, data models, legal frameworks, patents dossiers, and hunger. These women are not running from the old world. They are running toward the world Milani and Ruchi are building. A neural net systems engineer, a geopolitical risk analyst, a former IMF strategist who has been waiting her entire life for a mission worthy of her fire. And the building shifts. You can feel the hum in the hallways, the electricity of women awakening into their rightful scale. whiteboards covered in complex architecture, maps of new markets pinned across the walls, discussions about restructuring entire verticals in the global economy. It feels like destiny gathering itself into form. And then, the first strike comes. Legacy men in old private rooms notice the shift. They can sense the disturbance in their order. Suddenly, a subtle smear campaign begins surfacing. Anonymous comments in trade journals. Neutral-sounding concerns seeded into niche industry publications. Half-truths in analysis reports circulated privately. They try to paint Milani and Ruchi's venture as reckless. They try to question the legitimacy of these women. They whisper that rapid growth is suspicious. They do not realize they are dealing with two women who were raised in faith and forged in power. Milani reads the psychological fingerprint of the attack instantly. She knows exactly which men are afraid, because she was raised at the level where fear and money sit at the same table. Ruchi responds with decisive clarity. She tracks the origin of the leak, identifies the exact link in the chain of influence, and designs a countermeasure with surgical timing. Milani calls in a favor from a woman her mother once mentored, a favor that has been owed for 20 years, quietly accruing interest. Ruchi drops a perfectly timed data disclosure that reveals the hidden conflict of interest of one of the attacking institutions, without even mentioning their name. 5 days later, the smear collapses. 5 days. And the old guard backs away. The company emerges stronger, sharper, more respected. And then, as if summoned, the second wave of women reach out. Women who never believed they had a place to call home now see one. They come with calm confidence because they recognize that this is where the future is forming. And yet, beneath this victory, Milani and Ruchi feel a new pressure gathering beneath the surface. Because men who fear loss of power do not give up when their first tactic fails. They escalate. And this next move will not be subtle. Something political is forming, something institutional, something bigger. The old world is preparing its next strike, and Milani and Ruchi, surrounded by the most brilliant women on the planet, take a slow breath and prepare to answer. To be continued.
Her life is different when you tune your ear right. Link into a mantra and it flip your whole night. Folks walk round numb, hearts heavy like stone. All it take is one spark, make the darkness get gone. Driving numb, hear him be the doorway open. Purify the chest while the